Good morning, good people. It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. right here in the brand new suite. It's another Mindset, Motivate, Move Monday. It's Mindset, Motivate, Move Monday. I need you to say that with me. Get the rhythm. Mindset, Motivate, Move Monday. One more time for me. Mindset, Motivate, Move Monday. It's about getting into a rhythm. I want you to get into, let the rhythm hit them. Y'all remember that song? I know y'all do. I know y'all remember that song, Let the Rhythm Hit them. I know you do. Let the rhythm hit them. But here we are with another day, another week. This year is absolutely flying by. We are in the third week of July, y'all, already. The third week of July of 2024. And we're getting, you should be in your groove now. And as I say, in the third quarter of your year. And if you are a reader of the 12-week year, then you're in your third year because each quarter is a year. So where are you in regards to your quarter of this year, and where are you in regards to the year, the third year of this year for you? And hopefully you're using these tips, tools, insight, wisdom, ideas principles, strategies that I give to you each day. And you're able to use them for your brand, for your business, for you, so that you can be successful. Like I told you, my assignment is always to make you better by the end of the year than you were at the beginning of the year. And even within that year, as entrepreneurs, I need you to have the mindset of thinking in decades. We as entrepreneurs, successful, great entrepreneurs, think in terms of decades. Every year moves you closer to where it is that you say you want to be by the end of that decade, by being ahead of, and that's what that really is. That's just thinking forward, thinking beyond where everyone else thinks. So that's where we're trying to get you. That's what I want you to see. That's what I want you to do. And this week, as we go into this week, this weekend, I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about and what I wanted to cover this week with you all. And I mentioned this, last week, and I've mentioned it before, that part of my assignment, in addition to the making you better by the end of the year than you were at the beginning of the year, my goal, my assignment, my way of my mindset, my motivation, and to get you to move is so that you keep the doors open. See, I want you to keep the doors open, and there's certain things that we must do as entrepreneurs if we're going to keep the doors open. Many entrepreneurs have had to close their doors over the past 4 years. If you look at the 2020, going into 2020, before the pandemic, and how many businesses were thriving and opening and moving, and the consequence after now, and here we are in 2024, and a lot of those businesses that were around in 2020, 2021, are no longer here. Well, let's ask the question, why weren't they able to keep the doors open? Part of it, big factor in it was, I believe, was the pandemic. But I think also a part of it is a lot of entrepreneurs, and they're learning the hard way, trust and believe. So I hope y'all will hear what I have to say this week with a grain of salt. I hope you'll take heed to it, and understand that entrepreneurship, one, is not for everybody. So if y'all might not like what I have to say, and it might scare you away, and if that's the case, then that's the case. But this entrepreneurship journey, this thing that we're on, is not for the lighthearted. It's not for the weak. To keep your doors open, you're going to have to work harder than you've ever had to work before in your life. You're going to have to put the work in. That's why we have Work For It on Work For It Wednesday. That's why we have Tell the Truth Tuesday. Because there are certain aspects of the journey, the entrepreneurship journey, that are not easy to get through, and everybody can't get through them. So you have to have the right mindset. You have to have the right motivation, and you got to be willing to move. So we're going to be talking about these things this week, and keep the doors open, right? And it's based on, and I took this because I was thinking about my book that I have, The Customer Is Not Always Right, and successful businesses that I learned from the research in that book that I did was, here are three commonalities, or two commonalities, and then one that what produces the third one. They have healthy work environments, they maximize their productivity, and then they have created a increased bottom line. The successful businesses had those three things. So I'm going to be basing what I talk about this week off of that book, The Customer's Not Always Right. And we're going to think about, I want to give you these principles and tools that you should have as an entrepreneur in order to be able to keep the doors open. So we're going to talk about, you got to prioritize your employee well-being, your employee well-beings. You have to streamline operations for efficiency. We're going to talk about empowering your team. We're going to talk about focus on profitability and customer relationships. And then we're going to finish it off with financial vigilance and strategic investment. These are 5 principles to keep the doors open. If you're going to keep the doors open, you must have a core principles that you can understand, or that you know that if you're operating in, if you have this system of a healthy work environment, maximizing productivity, you'll increase your bottom line, and the doors will stay open. So let's jump into today. Let's talk about what I wanted to talk about: the prioritize your employee well-being. What does that mean? You prioritize, as an entrepreneur, you're going to have people that work with you, that work for you, and then those that you serve, right? I always say that. Y'all know I always say that, right? So when you prioritize your employees, and their well-being, that means you care about not just them from a showing up at work standpoint, but you care about their lives. One of the things that I learned being in corporate America was there were some companies that cared about you as an employee, and there were some that just absolutely, hey, you just here to collect, you just here, I need you to do this job, and then you can go do about your business. So, but here's the thing. Here's the first thing. I have 3 things, and then I'm done. Number 1 is your healthy work environment. What's the environment? What's the culture that you're creating in your business, in your organization, in your brand? You must foster a culture where your employees feel valued and supported, and you do that by implementing certain programs, whether it's wellness programs, whether it's different things that encourage a work-life balance. Like I said, because you want people to not only feel as if they're just a number in your organization, but they actually do matter, and that you do care. I would hope that everyone that's listening to me is the type of entrepreneur, the type of leader that does care about those that work for them. You care about their well-being. You care about their family, how their family's doing. You have some entrepreneurs, some leaders that are very stoic. They just very cut and dry. They could care less about you. They could care less about your family. All they care about is getting the work done. I promise you, those types of entrepreneurs will not be successful. And I promise you, the doors won't be open long if that's the way that you conduct yourself, if you don't create a healthy work environment. So that's number 1. We've got to, when you prioritize your those that work for you, their well-being. When you prioritize their well-being and you make the environment that they work in a very fun place to want to come to work. The worst job that I was ever on, and I've said this before, I hated waking up to go to work. I literally hated waking up to go to work. Now, can you imagine? Was that a healthy work environment? Absolutely not. It was absolutely not a healthy work environment. And it wasn't a healthy work environment, not because of the people that worked with me or that worked for me, but it had to do with the way that the organization was run, the way that the directors that were over me ran. They didn't create a healthy work environment. I was always big on having a healthy work environment where people enjoyed coming to work. The most fun I had, honestly, was when I worked for the Marriott Hotel downtown here in Baltimore. And working there, the crew, as we called ourselves, we had fun at work. We could have, there were days when we had lines of people, but we had fun. We laughing and joking with each other as we checking people in with the guests that we're getting in. The environment that Marriott, and I'll talk about Marriott all the time because it's one of the best corporations I believe that you could work for. But the healthy work environment was vital to me enjoying that. So you got to have that healthy work environment. Number 2 is you got to have open communication. How are you, it's not just communicating, it's connecting. How are you connecting with those that work for you, that work with you, and those that you serve? How are you communicating with all 3 of those? You know, you have to create an atmosphere where employees feel comfortable sharing ideas and feedback. This can lead to improved morale and innovation. When you're using the input of those that work with you or that work for you, you give them the sense that their voice matters, that they are being heard. And there's nothing better for someone that's an employee to be made feel as if they're being listened to, that their ideas mean something. And then you want to take it to another level. You want to talk about creating a healthy work environment. You show that employee not only that you're listening to them, but you use some of their ideas. And I ain't saying you got to use all of them, because all of them might not be good. But utilizing their ideas, it will make them. I tell people this: if you're an entrepreneur and you create this healthy work environment, you listen to your employees, those that work for you, and you implement some of the ideas, the insights that they have, the wisdom that they give to you, they will run through a brick wall for you. They will make sure that they take care of your customers, your clients. You take care of and I say this too, take care of the internal customer, and the internal customer will take care of the external customer. They will. They will go out of their way to make sure that those that you serve get served well. I promise you. Take a look at any entrepreneur that has a very successful business. What's up, D? And I promise you, you look at how the environment of that organization, and if those internal customers are treated right, I promise you they're treating the external customers just as well. Chick-fil-A, and I use these examples all the time. Chick-fil-A is a phenomenal example of that. The culture of Chick-fil-A is taking care of the internal customers from the top down. They make sure that they take care of those that work for them. And in turn, they take care of those that they serve. Write this down. If you take care of those that work for you, they will take care of those that you serve. That there's not one company that I could name that they don't take care of those that work for them, and they not take care of those that they serve. Try it today. That's your homework. I want you to see how take an inventory of how you treat those that work for you, or even that work with you. You could have, you could have someone that you work with. You don't necessarily have you don't have you may be a one woman show, so it's you. But look at how you take care of your vendors. Look at how you take care of those that you work with, and I promise you, it'll correlate into how you serve those that how those that patronize you, and if you have people that work for you, if you take care of them, they will take care of those that you serve. I promise you. So that's number 2. Last one is your culture of success. I want, in order for the doors to stay open, we talked about this is Mindset, Motivate, Move Monday, right? Your mindset must be a culture of success. You must create a culture of success. That means that the culture of success, that means everything that we do, we're going to be successful at it. Doesn't mean that we're going to falter. Doesn't mean we're going to that we're not going to fail. But we have a culture of success, which means we are successful at what we do. We understand the industry that we're in. We understand who our clients are. We understand who we serve, how to serve them. That's the culture of success that you want to have. That's creating the healthy work environment that we're talking about today. That's maximizing the productivity that we must, in order to be able to impact and increase our bottom line. We're going to be talking about those 3 things, those 3 elements all week long. Creating a healthy work environment, maximizing productivity, and increasing your bottom line. Those are the 3 dynamics to keeping the doors open. And it is my aim, my goal, my assignment to assist you in being able to keeping the doors open. I want you to be around. I want your business to outlive you. I want you to have a legacy of the business that you have, and so that it can be passed down to the next generation, the next generation, the next generation. That's all. That's why I do what I do, because I want us to thrive. I want us to succeed in this entrepreneurial journey. But we got to be equipped. We got to be equipped, and being equipped with these tools. I promise you, these principles, and applying them. It's not just about being equipped with them, but it's applying them, utilizing them, understanding how they put you in the position to be successful. But you got to be mindful of it. So the healthy work environment, open communication and connection, and then a culture of success. Those are the first 3 things that you must do when you prioritize, if you're going to prioritize your employees' well-being. You have to do those 3 things. So hopefully you wrote those down. If not, go check out you can check out the replay. You go on over to the YouTube channel. Don't forget, I need you to go over to the YouTube channel, JNF Enterprises LLC, or you can put in my name, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. And click the subscribe button. I need you to like, comment, share. I want you to know. I want to know get your feedback on if these tools, if these principles, and if this daily brand you series is helping you, is assisting you in being able to keep the doors open. Hit that subscribe button. Check out the rest of the content that we have there for you. It's there for you. It's there for those that want to be successful in business. If you don't want to be successful in business, then hey, you can ignore it, not pay it. 500 subscribers, 30 days. That's always the goal. And then if you want to go deeper into keeping the doors open, that's what we do in the Brand You Suite. Our entrepreneurial briefcase is created so that you can keep the doors open. So we can go into detail. We can actually do these with the principles that we talk about here are all a part of what we do in the entrepreneurial briefcase. If you want to be able to develop your business plan, your marketing strategy, your branding, your branding strategy, your marketing plan, all of those things, your questionnaire, all of those things that will give you the ability to be able to be a more successful entrepreneur. That's what we're here for. It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder. We're here all week, y'all, and we're going to be discussing keep the doors open. I want you to keep the doors open. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a super fantastic day. Have a super fantastic week. We'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.